As an 11-year-old boy, I was very, very angry at you for stealing Bret Hart's jacket as Jean-Pierre Lafitte.
Yeah, yeah.
How was it? I always thought that you and Bret had incredible chemistry in the ring, especially during 1995 when there were lots of, it was very character based, and as you say, there was Jean-Pierre Lafitte and Duke for Dumpster Drosy and Doink for Clown. It was really big characters. But when you two stepped in the ring, character aside, it really, really worked. What was it like having those matches with Bret in '95?
Yeah, that was basically we learned from each other when we did the Royal Rumble '94. We had worked together. We had that at least some sort of a match before that, which is like by Meltzer was a 4-star or 5-star match.
The tag match.
It's the best match of the Royal Rumble '94.
Yeah.
That match against the Hart. So, that being said, we had to do something great, to make this match be that good. So, obviously what we did with them was great, and that was I had a little like not fight, but almost a fight where we had an altercation, me and Bret, about something that I did during the match where Jacques was holding on to his leg and I jumped from the steps with my crutch on his knee, but very safe. Never intending to injure him, and then he threw a little fit on that. Like he was mad. He said, "I'm not a job guy, blah blah blah. You should take care of me." And then I said, "I never touched you," and then we had a big build up, in the locker room, I was just me and Bret together, almost going at it, and then I told him, I said, I think you're wrong, Bret, in a way that I never touched you. Your knee was not even close to get injured, and he was super hot. And then I was doing another show a couple of days after that, and came up to me and apologized and said that he had overthinking, that he might have been injured. He got scared.
Yeah.
But I said I knew what I was doing and everything was safe. And then we became good friends after that. We always saw each other in the gym or talked to each other all the time. And then they gave me before they would give you before they started my Lafitte, they knew they were going to start me back in March '95 with the pirate gimmick, the Lafitte. But they gave me a main event match against Undertaker in Poughkeepsie, New York, just to test me as a single wrestler, how I would do against Taker. And I kind of passed that test. And then before they decided to launch the whole rivalry with Bret, where I was stealing stuff from sunglasses and the jacket and laying my flag on some other opponent and making a big deal out of me and Bret. They put us together. It was I think it was in your house, one or two. The one in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dark, but it was on every Coliseum videotape.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how they wanted to test if this would hold on, if that could keep the road, And then once they saw that match. Because I had main evented the Forum against Jacques for his retirement match, main eventing on the Taker, working on top of the bill, working on top of Taker, Yokozuna, Sean, Razor, Double J, Rhodey, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. It was like a pay-per-view in Montreal. So we had 11 matches where the last match of the evening where people were waiting for us the whole night, and we delivered 25-minute, 30-minute matches. That was awesome. So Vince was there. Bruce Pritchard was there. Jared Briscoe was there. Patterson was there. The whole group of people that makes decision on creative, they all saw that match. So they knew that I could have a single career. Like, they had no doubt. But still, they had to do testing before launching everything. And the match in Nashville, me and Bret, that we had, kind of launched that rivalry that me and Bret had for 4 months, where I've wrestled them everywhere in the States. At the Gardens, Madison Square Garden in New York. We main evented there, or just the match before the main event. But we were late on that card. And I remember back then Vince was way, way on my side. Vince loved me, that he really, really liked me. Like, I could call him, like, he would call me on my cell, asking me for things. The next step was supposed to bring a pirate. I was supposed to have my glove there, and the pirate was supposed to fly around the arena and land on my arm. That was the next step. We had my flag, my pirate flag appearing in the middle of the ring. So we were building a lot of stuff to create something great, because also Triple H was coming from WCW with the same type of boots, the long boots up to the knees, and I was having a meeting with Vince, and I said, we're going to have like the same boots, and I don't want to kind of, no, I said, you keep your boots, he's going to change his, and that's the type of relationship I had with Vince. That was pretty cool. Until I kind of threw everything out of the window.